And you know what the funny part is? You know how I can prove Choc is a liar? In his video, he claimed he did research and went into the Discord and caught us red-handed in there with his AE member.
Who in the world would do something like that? So I did a little bit of research. You know, I dug into the situation a little bit. I went on Discord, and what do you know? Look at who the guys in the Discord room with. Look at who he's sitting in there with. I mean, can I even be surprised at this point?
But if you look at this screenshot, our voices are moving, which means it had to be taken from someone in the call, aka Otto. Not convinced yet, it also says invite friends, which you can't do unless you're in the call. Oh, and lastly, Choc has never been in Power's Discord ever. Like, that was the most insignificant thing to lie about, and you still made it seem like you were this good guy finding out what his friends were doing. Think about this, y'all. If he's willing to lie about something as small as that, what else is he lying about? Like, really think about it.
Listen, this is where the whole thing really starts getting juicy.
First legend Choc is viewbotting. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He is literally viewbotting. Can someone explain to me how a video gets 81k views in 3 days and then goes down to 58k views in a week?
But grinding, maybe it's a glitch, bro. Maybe he don't know what happened.
Then why did he private the video when people started to call him out on it? That's only something a guilty person would do. And guess what? That's not the only time he did it. His 2K20 awards video, when Annoying reacted to it on Twitch, it had 88.8k views in 20 hours. So how did it go down to 45k views a week later? I mean, I don't know, bro. I would ask Choc to explain, but instead he'd rather just private both of the videos and then just sweep it under the rug. Literally, both of the videos are not on his channel anymore. Now, let me ask y'all something. Why would someone private 2 videos with over 40k views that he's getting paid for if he wasn't in the wrong? It says a lot, doesn't it? Now, Choc doesn't only viewbot. He goes out of his way to accuse other big YouTubers of viewbotting to make himself feel better. And not just any big YouTubers either. Big YouTubers he would call friends to their face but talk crazy about them behind their back. Now, if you don't know what's going on and you don't know why I'm going in on Choc, let me explain it from the beginning. For this video, I'm going to explain it in the public point of view and then the behind the scenes that y'all don't know about. Public point of view, this all started when Jonos made a tweet about Choc. Basically, Jonos called Choc fake and attached a screenshot of Choc texting his AE friend named Otto. We'll get into Otto in a second. And in the text, Otto was like, yo, you were right about the big YouTubers, bro. They are definitely viewbotting, which Choc agreed. And then Otto goes on to say, especially Jonos, bro, just like you said, which Choc replies, facts, bro. It's unnatural to get that amount of views. Ooh, man, there is so much I want to say right now, but for this to make any sense down the line, I have to show y'all Choc's video. Now, I know y'all expect a certain level of quality on my vid, so I'd like to apologize in advance for having to show you clips from a video made by this guy. But it is what it is, alright? It's the only way you'll understand the whole story.
Joe tweeted a screenshot. I'm going to put the screenshot up right now. Basically, the screenshot is a conversation between me and somebody who I thought was my friend. His name's Otto. And we were just having a conversation about viewbotting. If you guys don't know, viewbotting is one of the most prevalent things in the NBA 2K community. And it's not just in the NBA 2K community. It's in a lot of communities. But it's super prominent in NBA 2K. And I'm just like 100%. It's not natural to get that amount of views. Which, in my defense, it's really not natural to get that amount of views in August. It's not. And like, I'm not really going to get into the whole viewbotting thing and break that all down. And who cares what another man thinks about you? And especially if you're doing views the way this guy's doing views, you wouldn't care, because who cares? You're getting the views out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you care if somebody says you're botting? To be honest with you, that's actually a compliment. But see, the reason he tweeted it is not because he really actually genuinely cares. See, it's all a setup. And I'm going to go start getting into that right about now.
This video had 200 dislikes in the first hour, and there were 0 comments disagreeing with Choc. And I kept checking the video periodically to see if anybody would give a different point of view, but there was none. Which means he literally sat there for hours and deleted every comment that had a different opinion about him, and only left the positive AE comments hyping him up. Then has the nerve to go on and say this.
Who cares what another man thinks about you?
You do. You're the most insecure piece of shit in the community, and that's coming from a Jazz mascot. I did happen to find one comment that disagreed with him, but 20 seconds later, it wasn't there anymore, man. But hey, maybe the dude had an invalid YouTube account. I'm sure Choc didn't just delete the comment right when he saw it. Now, if you're an AE, I don't blame you. As much as we troll you in the community, it's really not your fault, and I'm gonna explain why you using the word Choc loves to use in this video: manipulation.
It's very easy to manipulate a 15-year-old.
Choc manipulated you into believing that this clan was going to make your dreams come true, when in reality, all you are is a walking billboard for the great first legend Choc. Which is honestly unfortunate, because I know a lot of you actually have potential and you might even make some quality videos, but the sad reality is nobody is going to take you seriously as long as you have that name, because all they see is a person who fell for the scam where Choc had you pay $10 to promote him. Hey, listen, bro, you live and you learn, okay? No one's blaming you for falling for the trap. I just thought I'd open your eyes a little bit. Now, in this terrible excuse of a video, Choc made 3 very big claims. The first one being DF has a vendetta against him and set him up to make him look bad, which to be honest doesn't really make any sense, because no one could make him claim that Jono's viewbotted, but we'll get into it. The second is that everybody viewbots, not even just in the 2K community, but everybody. I'm talking about he actually believes that people on FaZe's level are viewbotting. Trust, we'll get into it. And 3, all the big YouTubers came together to finally destroy the almighty Choc, bro, the first legend himself. You see how ridiculous that sounds, bro? I promise you are not that important. Maybe in your own mind you're that important, but I promise you are not that important. But again, we'll get into it. Before we begin, I just want to say Choc did not address the viewbotting situation. I didn't cut out his response to it. You could go watch his video. It's literally not there. Instead, he did PR tactics, tactically avoiding the real problem and then shifting blame to someone else while also hiding all the evidence. My guess is because it was blatantly obviously that he was viewbotting and he couldn't think of a defense for it. So I'm gonna just move past it and I'm gonna focus on the allegation. Alright, let's get into it. In Choc's video, he made it seem like we went and reached out to Otto and got him in one Discord call to quote-unquote frame Choc.
So I was in a Discord call and there was a conversation that came up about viewbotting, and long story short, I got essentially peer pressured into baiting Choc into saying negative things about viewbotting, and after that I also leaked private messages from that conversation. Those screenshots should have never been sent to anyone. I should have never taken the screenshots. I should have never put Choc in that situation. So yeah, my apologies, sincerely.
Otto, are you okay? Do we need to send the cops over to your house or something? Because that looked like the most scripted, life on the line video I've ever seen. And I'm gonna prove that's not how you actually feel. And it's gonna make you look stupid, but it's okay, bro. I'm glad Choc got in your ear.
Well, how much money you pay this man right here? Man, bro, that man literally looked like he had 3 snipers to his head in the middle of the night, 4 in the morning, making that video, Choc.
So of course, when the whole thing happened, I'm like stunned. I'm like, who in the world is Otto talking to that would leak that screenshot and send that to Joe to try to make me look bad? Like, listen, Otto's 15. I'm not giving him a cop out, but it's very easy to manipulate a 15-year-old. So I'm like, who in the world would do something like that? So I did a little bit of research. You know, I dug into the situation a little bit. I went on Discord, and what do you know? Look at all the guys in the Discord room with. Look at who he's sitting in there with.
Now, what Choc didn't mention is that there were actually 3 Discord calls. None of them went how he was insinuating, and Otto initiated the Discord call. Thank God PowerDF is a goated YouTuber who saves all of his YouTube streams, because now I could go back and see that Otto initiated the Discord call.
I got essentially peer pressured into baiting Choc into saying negative things about viewbotting.
But that's not it, y'all. Like I said, there was 3 Discord calls, and this is where it gets interesting. Let's start with the first one. The first Discord call, Otto comes in after he initiated contact. He tells us Choc's point of view on how every big YouTuber is viewbotting in his eyes, and then Otto says that Choc named Joe Knows as an example. Now, you're probably wondering, why would someone who's Choc's friend tell us all that? And I was wondering the same thing. In my head, I thought this was a setup, so I asked Otto, and he very convincingly told me that he was done with AE, and in my eyes, I personally think he was trying to get in good with DF. Think about it. Why would he tell us all this if he wasn't? But that's another story for another day. It really doesn't matter. Anyways, the call ends there. The first call ends there. Now, let me ask y'all something, man. What would you do if you just found out your friend was getting shit-talked and getting his whole career discredited behind his back? Not only that, but by someone they would call a friend also. I did what I thought was right. I DM'd Joe and I was like, Choc said every big YouTuber viewbots and he named you as an example. Now, that's a pretty big accusation, information. And to Joe's credit, he didn't just pounce on it. He didn't just jump on it for Twitter likes like Choc made it seem.
Why not? If there's an opportunity to pounce on Choc and get a few likes, who's not going to do it? I can't blame the kid.
He DM'd me back like, yo, are you sure, bro? Are you sure he said it? It doesn't sound like him. Yo, can you get me proof of this? And this is what basically started it all. I get Otto back in a Discord. I ask him once again if what he's saying about Choc is true. He's like, bro, I swear to God it is. But without proof, it's more like a he said, she said situation. I'm not gonna lie to you, part of me didn't want to believe it either, because that means that Choc would be so far gone up his own ego that anybody doing better than him is viewbotting. So I tell Otto, if you're really telling the truth, text something vague to Choc and just see how he responds. Don't accuse him of nothing, just text something vague and see if he responds. Otto does this on his own merit. I don't offer a reward for this. I don't say, oh bro, do this and you'll get in DF. I don't do shit. I just tell him to get proof for the accusations he's saying. He literally read off the messages as Choc was sending them. He had no remorse whatsoever until Choc got in his ear, but we'll get into that. Now Otto sends the text messages to me as proof. Look at these text messages for me. Is nobody gonna talk about how easy it is to fucking tell that this man Choc has been talking shit about Joe for a minute? People dismissing this screenshot like, oh, it's a one-time thing, bro. People make mistakes. No. Do you see how nonchalantly he answered those texts? Right, bro, I told you, those type of views are unnatural. Unnatural. Really, to pull 100 to 300k views a vid on a 600k sub channel that he's been grinding for years. Are you fucking stupid, Choc? I know you think you some type of god or something, but just because you can't get those type of views doesn't mean other people can't. Now he tries to backtrack his statement by painting it as, oh bro, it's a compliment. I'm just saying he gets a lot of views.
That's actually a compliment, because if you're not viewbotting and you're pulling views the way this guy's pulling views, you cracked the fucking code.
No, you're not. Don't do that. Don't lie to your subs. You're not saying congrats on the views. You're saying he's only getting those type of views because some of those views are fake. And that's not praise. That is discrediting a whole man's grind. And in your own words, why are you worried about another man, bro? Why are you worried, bruh? Why are you worried about what another man's doing? If you can't worry about what another man thinks, why are you worried about another man's views? It makes no sense. It's contradictory. You're a hypocrite. You know what? Let me take it one step further. Let's use your logic against you, Choc. If that's how you really feel, then why were you mad when people accused you of boosting during the year? I mean, like you said, it's a compliment. It's not natural for someone to get that much rep that fast. You see what I'm saying? You're a hypocrite.
Who cares what another man thinks about you?
The thing I hate about this is you can use that logic in anything. Oh wow, bro, why you worried about another man's move? Dang, bro, why you worried about another man's fake drama? Yo, why y'all worried about other men dribbling a basketball, bro? Like, it doesn't make any sense. That logic is flawed. People are allowed to care about things, even if it's about you, bro. I know, it hurts. It sucks. Get over it. I'm quoting Otto on this. Choc believes even guys as big as FaZe are viewbotting. Choc, please deny this. I'm actually begging you to deny this, but I don't know how you could when you literally said this in your video.
Viewbotting is one of the most prevalent things in the NBA 2K community, and it's not just in the NBA 2K community, it's in a lot of communities, but it's super prominent in NBA 2K.
Pure jealousy. Straight up. You can't split it any other way, which is why he glanced over the subject and shifted the blame to us. Now, the third Discord call. This is where Choc actually does what he accused us of, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm ashamed to say I fell for it. So basically, Joe tweets out this screenshot, alright? Otto is stunned. He is hurt. He's regretting his decision, and he is spamming my DMs nonstop. Yo, get Joe to take it down, bro. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to send the screenshot. I shouldn't have done that. Whatever. Now, Otto doesn't actually regret his decision. He doesn't mind talking behind someone's back. He's just like Choc. What he regrets is that now his Lord and Savior, the first legend, Choc, the great one himself, is probably gonna block him on Twitter. So he's freaking out in my DMs and he is demanding a Discord call. He's spamming it, so I'm like, okay, bro, I'll talk to you. Relax. It's gonna be okay. Choc is not a real person. You shouldn't be mad that you offended him. Now, hindsight is 2020 because at the time, I thought he just wanted to talk it through and ask why I felt the need to show Joe what Choc said. But what I realize now is Choc manipulated, yes, I love that word, manipulated Otto into feeling bad about literally just showing how Choc really feels and had him come in the Discord and take a screenshot of him and our name so he could twist the narrative. And you know what the funny part is? You know how I can prove Choc is a liar? In his video, he claimed he did research and went into the Discord and caught us red-handed in there with his AE member.
Who in the world would do something like that? So I did a little bit of research. You know, I dug into the situation a little bit. I went on Discord, and what do you know? Look at who the guys in the Discord room with. Look at who he's sitting in there with. I mean, can I even be surprised at this point?
But if you look at this screenshot, our voices are moving, which means it had to be taken from someone in the call, aka Otto. Not convinced yet, it also says invite friends, which you can't do unless you're in the call. Oh, and lastly, Choc has never been in Power's Discord ever. Like, that was the most insignificant thing to lie about, and you still made it seem like you were this good guy finding out what his friends were doing. Think about this, y'all. If he's willing to lie about something as small as that, what else is he lying about? Like, really think about it. Now, that pretty much covered claims 1 and 2. Now, claim 3. Every big YouTuber got together and tried to expose Choc. Yeah, that's right, Choc. I'm not like you. I'm not gonna pick bits and parts of someone's claims and then spin the narrative to make myself look like a good guy, bro. That's someone who's insecure would do. Instead, I'm gonna talk about the whole thing. Choc's main point in this argument was, yo, how did they have screenshots of my view count? It's almost as if they knew my views were gonna go down.
Why in the world are my views dipping? Like, that's very odd. That's not something that ever happened on my channel. But it's just crazy that the DF clan documented it. It's almost like they knew how to get it to go down. It's almost like they invested for it to go down. It's something just something to think about, kids.
Guys, I'm actually going to be done watching this video because I literally cannot take the things that he's actually claiming at this point. He's not claiming that DF had a situation in making his views go down, which is just incredibly lame to even suggest, honestly, in my opinion.
You're right, we did, Choc, but not because of what you think. Like I said, you're not that important. Here's the real story. So basically, a month ago, Power posted a video called NBA 2K20 Community Award. The video did well, so obviously YouTubers are gonna copy the video idea. Choc is one of those YouTubers. He posted the video about 2 to 3 weeks after Power did, and when he posted it, it came to our attention because Double H literally gets an award in the video. I would say go watch the video for yourself, but you can't because he took it down because the views went down. I'll explain again in a sec. But anyways, when I watched the video, when I watched the video to see if I got some type of award, the video had 60 to 65k views. And I will never forget the reaction on my face when I got on my Xbox, opened up YouTube, and one of the first 3 recommended videos on my Xbox was Choc's Community Awards, and the video had 38,000 views. In my head, I thought it was crazy. I thought I was imagining things. So I go to the DF chat. I'm like, yo, y'all watched this video too, right? How many views did this video have when you watched it? And every number they said was bigger than 38k. At this point, we didn't have a screenshot of his earlier views because we didn't suspect him of viewbotting. And I can back that claim up with proof because when I posted my quote-unquote exposed tweet, I didn't even use a screenshot of his earlier video for the awards video. I remembered watching Annoying's reaction to it on Twitch, so I had to go to Annoying's past broadcast and take a screen cap of when it was at 88.8k views. Now, Choc, once again, how does a video go from 88.8k views in a day to 45k views in a week? I think you know the answer to that, which is why you deleted the video. But to claim that we were stalking your profile for no reason other than we have a vendetta against you is just false. Now, once again, we didn't really have any hard proof. We had Annoying's past broadcast, but we thought that would be confusing for people to understand. So I didn't say anything. I brushed it under the rug. Maybe it was a glitch, and I waited for your next video. And lo and behold, your next video comes out, reacting to NBA 2K videos with 0 views. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you, I was watching this video like a hawk, because I wanted to know if Choc was really viewbotting. I'd never seen someone viewbot in the 2K community. That video got 15k views in a day. The video randomly has 81k views. Now, don't get me wrong, that theoretically can happen. Maybe someone reacted to the video, boosted the watch time, got in recommended, and it blew up. That can happen. So I waited some more. I didn't accuse him of nothing. I didn't DM him. I didn't text him. I didn't do anything. I just wait to see if the views are gonna go down like I think they are. And well and behold, they do. They go down to 73k views and eventually go down to 58k views before Choc deletes the video or privates it. I'm pretty sure he just privated it to avoid people knowing that it was gonna go all the way back down to the original 15k views. So did I know that his views were gonna go down? No, but I had a hunch. I had a hunch based on his video already going down before. I don't stalk Choc. I don't have a vendetta against Choc. If I had a vendetta against Choc, would I hook him up with my manager? I bet y'all didn't know this. My manager, the person who manages my career, is Choc's manager now. You want to know why? Because I recommended Choc to them. I knew Choc would probably get into the E-League, and I thought it would be a mutually beneficial thing if they worked with sponsors together. Speaking of the E-League, when Choc made the E-League, I was one of the first people to congratulate him in DMs. Going back to more recent, even last week, Choc texted me being like, yo, I respect you for not being in these things when you don't need to be. Which I get is ironic, and I get that he didn't specifically name me, but when he's saying that every big YouTuber view bots, that means me too. So yes, I take that personally, and yes, I'm gonna defend it like he attacked me personally. If you got a problem with that, I don't know what to tell you. Now, one thing I don't want from this video is to discredit Choc's whole career. Do I think Choc was boosting to legend? No. I've seen a lot of people saying that, getting on the Choc hate train. I don't think he boosted to legend. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I personally don't think he did. I was with him during that grind. I could hear how tired he was after late nights of grinding, bro. I don't think he boosted. I don't know. Don't hold me to it. Do I think Choc is a good person? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know him personally. What I do think is he has an ego online. What I do think is he has jealousy issues. What I do think is he would rather not see the man beside him succeed. Or let me rephrase that. Maybe he wants him to succeed, but never more than him. I think he's one of those type of people. I really do. And I feel like the stuff I showed in this video kind of shows that. End of the day, you can form your own opinion on Choc. You can form your own opinion on me. You could be in the comments right now, type in shut the fuck up, you bitch ass teddy bear, bro. I don't care. But I was not about to sit here and let him slander my name with accusations of me setting him up to ruin his career. You are not that special. I don't know how many times I have to say it. You are not. Why would I want to ruin your career when I literally taught you how to do YouTube titles, taught you how to do descriptions, taught you about watch time, and taught you how to get a higher watch time so you would get your videos recommended more? And it wasn't a one-way street. You helped me too. You helped me get 2 legend videos. You helped me grow my channel with those videos, and for that, I'm thankful. I really am. At a time, I would have called us friends. I really would have. I don't know if you would, but I really would have. But I don't know, bro. I think this YouTube stuff got to your head, and you're just too far gone at this point, bro. I think if you take a step back, you'd understand that too. Now, I know most of y'all watching this video probably didn't even see his video, so I hope I did a good enough job showing his clips so you get an idea of what he was accusing me of. But if not, please feel free to go watch this video. I wouldn't bother commenting because he deletes every negative comment whatsoever because you didn't agree with the great almighty Choc. I actually want y'all to watch and see if he deletes comments, because if he didn't, I bet you would be flooded with a lot of different opinions. And it would actually be funny for me to see how different his comment section would look if he wasn't deleting comments like he was. And don't worry, I won't be deleting any of mine, alright? Anybody who has a different opinion of me or the situation, voice it, man. It's all cool. I think I made my points pretty clear. If you have any questions, comment them down below. I'll probably answer within the hour. And y'all, this video is going to be the only video I make on this situation. I'm not responding to anything Choc or his little puppet Otto has to say, because as I've shown y'all for the past 15 minutes, they like to twist things in their own favor. Anyways, y'all, I'm sorry for the toxic grinding upload. If you're new here, hey man, I'm not always like this. I promise. I'm usually sunshine and rainbows, okay? Check out some other videos. Drop a like, drop a sub with notifications on if you're new. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching to the end. Again, I'm sorry for the different kind of upload. Next video will be back to normal. It's okay, whatever happens. All right, we'll deal with it. But anyways, y'all, I love you all. And as always, keep grinding.
Let me spell it for you.
F is for fuck Choc, cause he told Ronnie. U is for use a hoe. And it's for you should've shut your mouth. Now we all coming for your throat. Pause. Whoa, first legend, man, I gotta praise you. But you joined DF to get 100K, dude. Clout, use a fucking clout demon. You on Ronnie's couch and you drinking all his semen.
But as you can see, 42K views, 253K, 415, 99K, 151K. His views are actually far more suspect than Joe Knows. I don't like to take any type of sides in these types of videos, but you guys know what side I am basically on.